Hi guys, Stylus here. It's the 27th of July 2012 and I'm back with another Q&A, so let's get down to business. Mr. Omax asks, throughout the ongoing battle of Mario and Bowser, how would you like the final battle to end? I think the battle between Mario and Bowser will always go on. I mean, it's one of video games' first conflicts, and Bowser is perhaps the first video game villain. And even though it's the same plot every time, Mario fights Bowser to save a princess, it sells games. Like Jason Voorhees or Freddy Krueger, they're always going to come back, so no matter how definitive the final fight between Mario and Bowser may be, Bowser's always going to come back because that's Mario's primary antagonist. So to answer the question, I don't think there will be a final fight between Mario and Bowser because the conflict's always going to go on. But what I would like to see is Mario face new enemies. I know Super Mario Sunshine went in that direction, and it would just give more variety to the games. Mario will always have Bowser to fight in the same way that Link will always have Ganon to fight. Um, but it'd be great if they could just have more varieties in the enemies, because I think that would make the games have more appeal. But aside from that, I can't see a final fight between Mario and Bowser. The Crazy Kid Gamer asks, what do you prefer, new gen games or old gen games? With old gen games being Xbox and below against the current generation. I prefer older generation games, like the Sega and Nintendo games. In fact, my favourite console is the Super Nintendo. I think games of that era relied a lot more on the gameplay experience, which is what games should be about, the gameplay. And graphically, games looked what they looked like because of technical constraints. But nobody cared about that or how many pixels were on the screen. People cared about the gameplay experience. Were they drawn in? Was there a good story and good characters? And did it keep their attention? Also, I think in those days, games were a lot more difficult and challenging than they are today. Which in those days, games could be really tough. They didn't hold you by the hand in the slightest. Which in the days of the NES and the Super Nintendo could be a real turn-off. But I think that that drove gamers to go for complete the games and not get frustrated by them, which you kind of could get frustrated by them a lot. But I think today's games are a lot more easier. They're more streamlined and they cater towards, I think, more casual gamers. I'm not saying the difference between hardcore gamers and casual gamers should be taken into consideration, but I think games today are catering towards new markets. They want games to be more accessible, which I think is reasonable. But I think in doing so, games have lost their challenge, which I think is a real shame. So yes, I prefer old generation games to current generation games. Gold Glee Gamer 1 asks, would you ever picture a Super Wario Brothers in the near future? Yes, I could see a Super Wario Brothers game, and I'm surprised they haven't done one already. I think Wario first made his debut in Super Mario Land 2 on the Game Boy, taking on Mario, and he's gone on to become an established character in his own right. And Waluigi has only appeared in some of the party games like Super Mario Kart, Super Mario Party, and Super Mario Tennis. So I'm surprised he hasn't had a game as well, taking on Luigi, as that would be quite appropriate. It would be great to see a game where the two brothers took each other on, not necessarily in a fighting game, but maybe a conventional platformer. And maybe play the game from the perspectives of each brothers. That would be quite interesting, and I think would give more replay value. Again, I'm surprised Nintendo haven't already made a Super Wario Brothers game. There's potential there, and I think Miyamoto should get on it. Thanks so much for your questions. If you have any more, please post them down below in the comment section, or go to my Facebook page and post them there. I really do enjoy answering your questions, and I'm happy to answer any questions on any topic you have. And as I said, I really do like answering them, so please keep sending in more questions. I'm nearly up to 30 likes on my Facebook page, so all it takes is a button click. So I think, yeah, we can do it. So until next time, peace out, guys.